about Ouyang and ZHONG Qianxin, even if this is just their second event together. That's to come next.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome to our technical officials. The umpire for this match is Han, USA. And the service judge, it is Andrew Williams, USA.
So the technical officials make their way out onto the court ahead of this women's doubles final at the US Open. Second year in a row here at the Suffolk County Community College.
The women's doubles. From Japan, Ayane, KURIHARA-SHINOYA.
Well, it's a pair showing a lot of promise, only just over a year together. And looking for a third win. This should be a really good final, actually, again. Did you see that? Shinoya nearly fell over there. That nearly was an inopportune start. And you can hear the crowd, favourites. And really, you have to say, the favourites. Ouyang and ZHONG Qianxin. It's going to be a tough task for KURIHARA-SHINOYA, but we watched yesterday, if you were with us, how they dismantled Shwanagunea-Shwanakonapa. Different prospect today for sure, but they were impressive, Shinoya and KURIHARA. Let's hope that's not a sign that Shinoya is tripping over there as she made her way out. Not a sign of things to come. Thomas Sheck, the umpire, doing the preliminaries, decide who is going to stand on which side of the court, who's going to serve first. But yeah, Ouyang there. What hasn't she achieved in the game? Well, the answer is she's achieved everything up against, up alongside ZHONG Qianxin, who has achieved pretty much a great deal herself. But everyone in the women's double games is playing second fiddle when it comes to Ouyang. ZHONG Qianxin there in our picture right now. 24 years of age, and incredible to think that Ouyang and Wang Xiaoli are the second-ranked players in the world, yet they've been split up by those in command. Li Yongbo, of course, the one that calls the shots. Here's how they got to the final. Look at the second game result there for Ouyang ZHONG Qianxin yesterday against another Japanese pairing of Fukuman and Yonao. 21-5. They won the second set. But as I mentioned, KURIHARA-SHINOYA were fantastic against Guda and Ponapa themselves yesterday. They're going to have to play to maybe a better level than that, though, if they are to see off Ouyang and ZHONG Qianxin here. Now, as you can see, the senior partner is KURIHARA, the taller of the players. Shinoya at the other end, just 21 years of age. KURIHARA in particular was excellent yesterday. Straight games all the way, 38 minutes as long as they've been on court. But here comes their toughest prospect so far. There is Ouyang, 29 years of age. Forget the world ranking, that says nothing. In their first event together, they made the semi-finals of the Indonesian Open. They lost to Gracia Poli and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari. Ouyang obviously has achieved everything in the game. Straight games wins throughout. She's a 3 times world champion, Olympic gold medal winner. Of course, involved in that controversy in London 2012 when Ouyang and Wang Xiaoli were among 4 pairs disqualified. Thomas Sheck then to confirm our umpire.
Andrew Williams is the man in the chair to be service judge. Well, the expectations, I suppose, are on these two for Ayane Kurihara and Nara Shinoya. Full final of the year, so I mean this is hardly uncharted territory for them, which is why I'm expecting a really high caliber final here. Women's doubles really has come on a long way in the last few years, and here we go.
And on my left, Qianxin, China. Naru Shinoya to serve to Yu Yang. Level. Play.
Well, here we go then. Quite a scratch bearing, but only a second event together for Ouyang. Zhong Qianxin looking for a first title.
Service over.
And that will be the preferred combination, of course. Ouyang at the front of the court. Not sure exactly what the umpire was saying to Ouyang there, but obviously a very early word for the former Olympic champion. Certainly will want to make a statement early on here, Zhong and Wu. Off the mark there.
Service
cross court, finding a winner. From Zhong. It's a long way out.
Service over. 3.
Well, when you put together a former world #1 and a former world #2, well, you expect big things. It doesn't always work like that. It's about combining as a pair, as a partnership.
Service over. 3-all. Service over. 4-3.
To the net from Shinoya. What she does so well. She anticipates what's coming. Any opportunity, gobbles it up pretty quick. That's why she has been kind of like a golden ticket, really. Won so many different titles with different partners. say I was really impressed with Kurihara yesterday.
Service over. 4-6.
Win over the Indian pair of Gutter and Punna, but she was adept, whether it be at the back or front of the court. Former singles player who's settling in really well into life as a doubles player now. Look, serve red.
Service over. 7-4.
Really well yesterday, the Japanese pair was they're up against a very attacking partnership, and they blunted them brilliantly, managed to get themselves on the front foot, not being able to really do that so far. Kurihara and Shinoya. That's better.
Service over. 5-9. Service over. 10-5.
Qianxin's had a few partners this year. Won CS, won the 2015 China Masters, so not one together with them, but obviously seeing how this partnership goes. Olympic qualification periods underway. See, obviously a pair that they feel has a chance to be in Rio. Long from Wu Yang.
Service over. 6.
Zhong Qianxin has actually won this title. She won it with Bao Yixin. They won in 2013 without dropping a game throughout the week, which is something that can potentially await her alongside Wu Yang here this week. A bit of miscommunication there, but came through it. Good defensive work by the Japanese, but I mean, that's it. You've got ZHONG there battering them down, and then the canny know-how and the experience of Wu Yang just to say, I'll take this one. Lovely way to bring up the interval lead. And a very polished display from Wu Yang and Zhong Qianxin. 11-6 the lead. Saying before the match that they were going to have to take it to a higher level if they were to get anything out of this game. Kurihara and Shinoya, and they haven't played badly, but I mean already you can see it's a 5-point gap between the two pairs. Without Wu Yang and Zhong Qianxin really being spectacular, they just are able to come up with the classy shots when they need them. Quickly, Wu Yang anticipated that shot over the net.
12-6.
Championship gold medals. Also got a silver and bronze in the World Championships as well. Gold at the 2008 Olympics with Ian being a service call there.
7-12.
Yeah, looks baffled by that. They'll take any point gratefully. To respond to the service fault.
Service over, 13-7.
It's also routine for her, isn't it?
Service over, 8-13.
Close, was it? That was the perfect tight net shot, wasn't it?
Service over,
Qianxin.
14-8.
They weren't quite in position, the Chinese duo, but it didn't matter. Zhong equally adept at the net as well. Great return by Kurihara.
Service
Top notch.
over, 9-14.
Quite got a range in terms of pushing to the back of the court.
14.
Another one that missed the line by fair margin. And then
11,
one that goes
14.
long. Tightened up a little bit here, but there, you have to say, not
Play.
points that wasn't far away, was it? Not winners coming from the Japanese pair, just bearers coming from the Chinese two. There's another winner at the net from ZHONG.
Service over, 15-11.
I see a big Chinese community in New York and come to cheer on Yu and ZHONG here.
Service over, 12-15.
Well, now doing the right things. And a set that looked inevitable in terms of heading towards the Chinese pair. Looks a little less straightforward right now. 2 points the gap.
Service over. 16-13. Play.
Well, just as they got a little bit closer.
13.
So Wu Yang and Zhong Qianxin stretch away again. Another one goes long.
19-13.
Wu Yang serving here. First time in North America since she was at the World Juniors in Vancouver in 2004. Inevitably she came away with some silverware there, or I should say some goldware.
20. Game point.
Game points
13.
have arrived, and there was some resistance here from Kurihara and Shinoya in this opening game, but there is a feeling of inevitability about the result, isn't there? Kurihara
Service over.
just not been able to dominate like she was in those semi-finals. Finds a winner there. Just trying to mop up themselves there, the Chinese pair. And there we go. Shinoya nets, and China take the opening game. Wu Yang and Zhong Qianxin in just over a quarter of an hour take it 21 points to 14. To be fair, it was fairly one-sided. Impressive from a partnership that seems destined for its first title. Well, work to be done for KURIHARA and Shinoya. Winners this year of the Portuguese International. They lost their other two finals, lost the China International Challenge and also the Swiss Open. Went to 3 games against Bao Yisin and Tang Yuanting. So full final of the year, maybe a third runners-up finish for them, the way things are shaping up. Unless, you never know, this is sport. The unlikely, the improbable sometimes does happen.
Second game. Level. Play.
But if you're a betting man or woman, you'd put a bet on these two, wouldn't you, right now? Some of that.
One love.
That's long.
2 love.
Excuse me.
Play.
Just caught the racket there of
4 love.
Kurihara before Shinoya could return. Clever. What a start to the second game from ZHONG Qianxin. 5 points, 5 winners. And, well, they won the second game 21-5 yesterday in the semi-finals. And they're 6 love up here right now.
6 love. Play.
Well, it's a really terrific
7
start to the second game. How dispiriting it must be for the Japanese pair. I mean, they try to stick with the task in game number 1, but they're being blown away right now by these two. They're in a hurry. And even a slice of luck goes the way of the Chinese pair. That's going long. You can see it's like a, what was a slow puncture. Yeah, it's all being let out now as far as the hopes of winning are concerned. They've got to show some good spirit here. Have Shinoya and Kurihara. Can Young and ZHONG Qianxin here go to the interval with every point going their way? Well, relief, I'm sure, for Kurihara-Shinoya. You know that many in the crowd want the Chinese pair to win, but spiritingly, they warmly applaud that opening point of this second game for the Japanese pair. Only a point, though, to take the interval.
11-1, interval.
Well, that was quick, wasn't it? 11-1, the interval lead. I think we know who's going to win this one. Mighty impressive from ZHONG Qianxin. As I say, up against a Japanese pair. Yeah, they are 39 in the world, but they won a couple of times. They've made it through to 3 other finals this year, so no mugs really at all. But we are talking an extremely classy pair here, and I think there's no more than you expect when you put to play the players like Hu and Zhong on court. It's a matter of when, not if.
Service over.
She's done that a couple of times, hasn't she, Kurihara, on the turn of serve.
Service over. 12-2.
Must be a horrible feeling when you're on the other side of the court.
Ayane, Naru. Ayane, Naru. Play must be continuous.
Well, it's a little harsh. They're trying to give each other a little bit of a pep talk, try and cheer each other up. I mean, they are 11 points down in the game. Umpire saying they need to be ready, get on with things, and you know, he is quite correct, but you can understand why the Japanese pair were trying to cheer each other up.
2.
Turning into that kind of game, isn't it?
15-2.
For Kurihara and Shinoya. Even the things you'd expect to do don't always come easy. Well, this is
16-2.
some performance, isn't it? Not often when you're playing in a final you can kind of enjoy it, know you're going to win. Yeah, ZHONG Qianxin can do that. Of course, they've got to keep concentrated. Goes in. 3-point being warmly applauded for the Japanese pair. Yes. Shinoya's defensive block turns into a winner.
4-16.
Delaying the inevitable, but still, it's about respectability, isn't it?
Service over. 17-4. Service over. 5-17.
Not one you'd expect Yu Yang to miss, but I suppose given the gap, maybe taking eye off it a little bit. And another one wide.
6-17.
But again, all the points, well, not all of them, but the majority of the points that are coming the Japanese pair way are coming after errors from either Ouyang or Qianxin, mainly from Ouyang, it has to be said.
Service over. 18.
Perfect return. Fabulous.
19-7.
There's a point one. Good combination work.
Service over. 8-19.
Giving in.
19.
Giving in. Thanks to
Do not include the line judge.
disbelief. I mean, that looked on the line to me. Yeah, that was it. Good call. That's not it. And that is
Service over.
match
20.
points.
Match point.
Just
9.
the 11 of them. They came to do a job. And that, it's a remarkable return. Smiles all around there. Yang was just about to celebrate the win, and back it came. It's long, it's long. It's a classy display from a world-class pairing. A first victory together for Ouyang and ZHONG Qianxin. They were a different class. Then you have to feel the potential for a first of many. 21-14, 21-10. Fantastic display from the Chinese two. Never in doubt, was it? Funny last couple of points, really, given that Yang thought she'd had a winner earlier in the point before, and here she tried to hit it, missed it, but it went out. Oh well, the win's the win. See confirmation then that Qianxin become the third champions today at the US Open. Another Chinese win following a first win together for the ZHONG. Similar story for ZHONG. Of course, Okuhara taking the women's singles title. You can see what's coming next. The match anticipated clash of Lee Chong-wei and Hans Christian Wittinghus. There's some flowers and trophies to be handed out first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the award presentation ceremony of the women's doubles 2015 Yonex Community College US Open Championships, part of the BWF Grand Prix Gold Series. The runner-up of the women's doubles is Ayane KURIHARA-SHINOYA from Japan.
Well, it was going to be a difficult proposition. Whoever was going to face this Chinese pair. In that second game, it became a thankless task, didn't it, really? But they are the runners-up.
The runner-up trophy is presented to
a very good performance.
and KURIHARA by Richard Worthling, board member of USA Badminton.
Richard Whitman here, handing over the runners-up prizes from USA Badminton. There was no doubt who the champions were going to be, really.
Are Yu-yang and Qianxin from China.
So,
the winner's trophy is
champions.
presented to Yu-yang and Qianxin by Yonex, Vice President of the Yonex Corporation.
Ayane then hands over the prizes here to the champions of this year's US Open in the women's doubles. Well, I wonder how good a combination they can be. There's obviously plenty of raw talent there. And there's plenty of victories behind them. Lots of terrific experience.
Ayane KURIHARA and KURIHARA by Yonex, the Yonex Corporation.
And there's the checks.
And the winner's prize money is presented to Yu-yang and Qianxin by Yonex of the Yonex Corporation.
That's the prize of almost $9,500 to the US Open women's doubles champions of ZHONG, Qianxin. Congratulations to them.